Hello and welcome to Grocer Pod. My name's Sean Kosednar. Today I'm trying something new. A few weeks ago I attended the Kansas City Food Show. Instead of setting up a Grocer Pod booth, I walked the show floor and spoke to AWG employees and vendors. I wanted to better convey what it's like to be at a food show. So you're going to hear background noise from the show floor. And instead of going super in-depth with the people that I talked to, I wanted to talk to more people and get the level of detail that you might if you were going booth to booth. Let me know what you think after you listen. Before we get to the Kansas City Food Show, I want to remind you to please subscribe to Grocer Pod. Subscribing means new episodes will be downloaded for you each week. You can find Grocer Pod on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube Music, or any other platform you use to listen to podcasts. And now, my time at the Kansas City Food Show. All right, I'm here with Nathan Jacobson, Senior Manager of Merchandising and Space Planning here at AWG. We're talking about Symphony AI. Nathan, what is Symphony AI?
So about a year ago, we started down a path where we were updating our internal systems for planogram software. And we previously had Apollo software, which was purchased by Symphony AI. So in talking with them, their new cloud-based program that we've upgraded to actually allows us to fill a gap that we had identified as an organization, where we're now able to sell subscriptions to members for the space planning software, and they can have software on their own. The biggest hurdle for an independent getting software is cost, and we have taken on all of that cost by setting it up at AWG, and they just simply get a login, go in, pull our planograms down, and adjust them to fit their box.
That sounds like it's going to save them a lot of time.
It saved them a ton of time, and it will make category executions, whether it's part of our convergence program or part of their own internal schedule of activities, it will make those activities go by a lot quicker and a lot more efficient by having a solid plan before they actually execute in stores.
So what do any member retailers need to do if they're interested in getting this into their store?
If you're interested, get with your district manager or your member services director, or simply reach out to me, Nate Jacobson, at AWG, and we can start the conversations.
Who is this for? Is this for every store, or who's going to benefit the most?
This is set up for members of any size. It could be a one-store operator. It could be a 170-store operator. It's just totally up to you.
What else do member retailers need to know about this Symphony AI?
That we're not stopping here with the planogram software, that we're actually looking forward to an assortment optimization solution that will feed into the software, and we'll be able to make store-by-store decisions and offer that service to our members as well.
Is that something that's available now, or is that coming in the future?
That is coming in the future.
Awesome. So be on the lookout for that. Thank you, Nathan. All right, next up, I'm joined by Kim Cates, Director of Center Store. Kim's in charge of the Kansas City Food Show. Kim, how's the show going today?
It's going great, and although I'm helping coordinate it, it took the work of almost every associate within the Kansas City division and lots of folks from our AWG support group as well. So it takes a village for sure to put a show like this together, but I think it turned out really, really well. The feedback's been really good, and we've got lots of members, and we've got our famous Kelsey Mix cereal, a gigantic display. You'll have to take my word for it if you didn't see it, but it's probably 40 feet across and 20 feet deep. So yeah, looking to sell some Kelsey cereal.
Grocer Pod listeners will remember I talked to Ernesto Otero about that a couple of weeks ago. Definitely something very exciting. For anyone that wasn't here at the show, what are they missing out on?
So lots of really great show-only deals. So we've got deals from Center Store and from our fresh departments. So vendors lean in really heavy and give heavy allowances so that when folks come to the show as an incentive to join the show, they can get really, really great deals. But those deals have to be submitted during the show. So super hot discounts. That's one thing that somebody would miss. The Kelsey cereal, we've got a big photo wall around the corner with giant Jason and Travis they call them fat heads. I'm late to the party on fat heads, but giant fat heads back there for a nice photo wall. Really great AWG brands displays showing what the national brands cost versus what our AWG brands products cost. And we really went after value. So cereal, soda, chips, we're just priced so much better. So our members can really compete on items that fill the pantry. And so we know that the economy's tough and folks are trying to fill their cart with less. And so AWG brands is really the way to lean in to that. So AWG brands would definitely be a miss. We had our RGA Kansas and Missouri Best Bagger competition. So Retail Grocers Association, we held their Best Bagger competition, and the winner from today from Missouri and Kansas move on to Las Vegas for the NGA Best Bagger competition. So they get all expense paid for two to Las Vegas for that. So they would have missed that. That was cool. We had some former Chiefs players emceeing and doing photo ops. On the fresh side, we've got our brand new AWG Brands bacon, hot off the press. And so we're sampling that at the front when you walk in. So sizzling seasonal show. So we've got bacon right when you walk in, smack you in the face, sizzling some bacon. So lots to see.
Lots of stuff going on here.
I should have added a gigantic Hispanic products presentation. So lots of folks don't know that we have over 600 Hispanic dry grocery items in our warehouse today, but we're looking to add 400 more over the next month or two. So we have a really good representation of Hispanic produce, Hispanic products, about 80 feet worth of Hispanic products that we have every day. So we just want to make sure our members knew that too.
Well, thanks a lot, Kim. I'll let you get back to the show.
Awesome. Thank you.
Next, I'm joined by Heather DeLuca, Vice President of Meat. Heather, we're over here looking at new Best Choice from the Farm lunch meat and bacon. Can you tell me about those?
Yes, super excited. So some of our latest launches, we are now in the lunch meat category, which is a very large category and an opportunity for our members to compete on value, great price point, great product quality. And bacon. Bacon is a massive category. It's a high penetration category that really should be in members' ads every single week. And so we have different offerings. We have our Always Save, which we've had, which is really our value price point. And then we have different sizes. So we've got our 16-ounce L board. We have our stack pack bacon, which is 24-ounce, and our new 40-ounce. The 40-ounce is what we have forecasted to become one of our largest sellers. And it's fantastic quality. Really encourage everybody to try it.
And that's available for order now?
It is. It's available now. We have some, we will be sprinkling in promotions throughout the year, but it's a great everyday price and value. And once again, the quality is fantastic and encourage you to give it a try.
I know that the lunch meat is new as well. Can you tell me anything about that?
I can. It's so there's a couple varieties of ham and a couple varieties of turkey, which are the top sellers in the category. And they are 8-ounce packages. So really that opportunity to be a low price on shelf, which we know for the shopper that is looking to stretch their budget and might just be trying to make it to the next payday, it'll be a win.
And that's very new. So I haven't seen it personally in any store. So what do retailers need to do to get that on their shelves?
So we did launch previously with the availability to pre-book, but it will be in all DCs. So they just need to take a look at the AWG Brands product offerings and get with their specialist if they want to order and get orders in.
Perfect. Thanks a lot, Heather. Next up, I'm joined by Scott Khalil from Beaver Street Fisheries, talking seafood. Scott, first of all, how are you finding the show so far?
The show's been great. There's been a lot of reception for some of the new items that we're introducing here at the show.
I see the shrimp cocktail here. Can you tell me about that?
Sure. So the shrimp cocktail, what we're really trying to do is go for convenience and target the customers that really want to grab and go items. So the unique thing about this is it comes in a 15.5-ounce unit. You have 14 ounces of shrimp. It comes in frozen. It's pre-priced, pre-labeled, pre-packaged, no store labor required. And it has a $10 retail sticker on it. The retailer can take it out of the freezer and slack it with 7 days of shelf life. And you can make a 25% gross margin on the item for something that requires no store labor.
That sounds really good, especially from a shopper. It requires no labor from me either. What else do we got going on this table?
So we, across our Seabest brand, we carry the full assortment of fish, shrimp, shellfish, everything else you could think of.
Anything else that AWG member retailers need to know from your offerings?
Absolutely. So in addition to the Seabest product that we supply, we are also the supplier of all of the Best Choice branded shrimp and Best Choice fish fillets in the value bags. And so the same quality and convenience that we put into all of our other Seabest items is what we apply to the Best Choice brand. And of course, there's a full assortment of raw and cooked items in that line that we think are a fit for all the members.
Thanks a lot, Scott.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Next up, I'm joined by Jana Legas, Senior Regional Sales Manager for AWG Brands. Jana, tell me what's going on here at the show today.
Well, we've got a lot of good sampling going on. We're sampling our new chip line, some new crackers, some ice cream later this afternoon, which we just relaunched. A great opportunity to get some ice cream, and some of our new packaging is available.
Yeah. Tell me about that ice cream. I know that AWG Brands is pretty excited about that.
Yeah, we've got some great flavors. We've relaunched into two different tiers where we have our basic and then we have our superior selection. That's our higher butter fat. It's going to be creamier and it's going to be one of those that you pick it up and you can't put it down.
I see a lot of new chip offerings. What's going on in the chip category?
We just revamped our chip section. We've gone into some larger value size in our Always Save, and we've added into our Best Choice a lot of the flavors to compete directly against the national brands. We've redone our variety pack chips, and we've added some new flavors. We've added a new cinnamon sugar pretzel bite, which is really great, and it's a good dessert option.
I see a lot of cereal around as well. What's going on with the cereal category?
Well, the cereal was also one of our category initiatives this year, so we went from a bag to a box on our Always Save to compete directly against our competition, giving a great price point every day for our retailers. And then we've added in a few new flavors into our Best Choice, which competes directly with our national brand.
Thanks, Jana. If anyone hasn't checked out the new offerings from AWG Brands, they definitely should. Thanks for your time today.
Thank you.
Next up, I'm joined by Sarah Hyder from King's Hawaiian. Sarah, how are you finding the show so far?
Oh, I'm having a great time. I love the theme, I love the excitement and the energy behind all of these orders for holiday.
I know that King's Hawaiian has some big fourth quarter plans. Can you tell me about some of those?
We do. We have a really great exclusive food show only deal on our new item, Pretzel Bites. It's done extremely well, and we're excited to be able to put $4 off a case onto this and $16 off a case stacker. So it gets you 50 cents off a unit and a really hot price to sell for the October timeframe.
Yeah, so what fourth quarter deals do you guys have coming up?
So we've got great deals on all of our display-ready pallets. So we've got a new 24-count display-ready pallet. We have the 12-pack savory butter display-ready pallet along with our original King's Hawaiian Rolls display-ready pallet. So these are great for the holidays because they cut down on all your labor time and help you get this product on the floor to sell very easily, very quickly to your consumers.
And I have to imagine that a lot of people are looking for rolls around the holidays.
They are. This is the number 2 selling item at Thanksgiving and Christmas behind Coca-Cola. So when you talk about the power behind a brand during this season, King's Hawaiian definitely brings that home for you. So,
thanks a lot, Sarah.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, next up, I'm joined by Matt Sutton from RDS. Matt, how are you finding the show so far?
It's been great. Just getting a lot of retailers coming by the booth, so it's pretty good.
So tell everyone what Retail Data Systems is.
So Retail Data Systems, we've been in business since 1950, so we've been around quite some time, and we have about 30 offices across the country, and we work with all verticals on the point of sale, from hospitality to grocery to C-store, and we in all of our markets, provide that local support.
How are you really helping AWG member retailers today? What solutions do you have for them?
So, obviously self-checkout is still a big thing right now. Obviously reducing labor, because it keeps going up as far as the hourly wage. So, another big thing right now, big initiative is electronic shelf labels. Talking to our retailers about ways they can implement that technology into their store.
And for those of our listeners that don't know, how can electronic shelf labels help reduce labor and help their stores in general?
Yeah, so the one of the biggest things is just making sure your store is consistent on the pricing across the store, right? So whatever's on the shelf is what is in your back office. Another big thing is just setting down price changes. You don't have to have people hanging tags anymore. It's you hit a button from the back office and it flows to the stores, throughout the store. So big thing, right? Obviously, again, labor savings and just having that peace of mind that your pricing is accurate on the shelf with what your back office says.
Talk to me about the process of implementing electronic shelf labels.
So it's just a matter of looking at how many labels we actually need, looking at the certain fixtures that we might need for the store, and then obviously access points. There's network infrastructure that we need to build out there, but and then we have a piece of software that we wrote that does the integration on the backside. So it's a matter of just working with the retailers, educating them, and then seeing how many labels we need. Obviously, there's different sizes. 2.6, 1.6. You got bigger ones, 4.2. 7.4, more for your end cap. So just understanding, what the retailer needs. Obviously, working with AWG and doing financing, we kind of help them make the investment now rather than waiting. So,
and what's the timeline like?
Timeline is really as quickly as the store wants to move. It's just a matter of getting all the tags into our local warehouse, and then setting up the software, and then creating the templates for the extra shelf labels. So we have a lot of templates already built that really is just copy and paste.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, Matt.
All right. Thank you.
Next, I'm joined by Retail Marketing Manager Carissa Teschner. Carissa, tell me about RMN and why members should sign up if they haven't already.
Yeah, so RMN, short for Retail Marketing Network. There's, a variety of benefits for members to sign up, participate if they already are not working with us. From customer engagement to it's completely vendor funded. You're having those omni digital touch points with the consumer, really sending personalized messages. We're looking at the information, the analytics to really help better guide our vendors to, make the decisions of the best promotions, the best offers to offer your customers. And the cherry on top to that is really at the end of every single quarter, we're giving money back to the member retailers, a rev share, if you will. So, it costs no money to participate with us. We're just negotiating on behalf of your stores.
Yeah, I just want to reiterate that it costs no money, plus you get money back at the end of each month.
That is correct.
That sounds like a really great deal for members, and everyone should be doing it. Do you have any some good success stories of the program so far?
Yeah, and I just did a webinar yesterday for our members. We had a great turnout. It can be found on Storefront for our membership to go back and watch and view. I highlighted a lot of, success stories on there. We have different slides, showing our successes, especially for the member retailers of, all the traffic from in-store to online to building bigger basket sizes for our members and their customers, from coupon redemption rates being so high when it's run through our retail marketing network, and then of course that up-to-date revenue share number as well. A lot of members don't realize what we're doing for them in the back end because they're just worried about their day-to-day operations, that we're handling the marketing and really pushing the best offers to their customers. And with these success stories that I've shown, you can certainly see that.
Well, thanks a lot, Carissa. And if anyone hasn't signed up for the Retail Marketing Network, they really should.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you.
And thank you all for listening. I hope you enjoyed my trip to the Kansas City Food Show. We'll be doing that again. Please remember to like and subscribe to Grocer Pod. That way you can stay up to date on all the latest things going on around AWG. And until next week, this has been Sean Kosednar with Grocer Pod.